On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other. The due battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler, he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. To throw is Watson. Gets around him. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
49,
A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And picked up by the Chargers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12 and the Chargers' first down.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Eckler. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Chargers 0.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. Complete to Kelly. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Watson looks to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Good. Makes the score Texans 14, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to...
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Kareem Hunt. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23.
1st and 10 at the
Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now it's Watson. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch out.
They run for it with Hunt. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Watson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back at the 20-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
On the option, here's Herbert. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
He sets to fire deep. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete to number 81. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Here is Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hunter on the stop. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
To throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 27.
Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
49's the mic. Watch the slant.
Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now it's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Watson now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
At the 29-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
49's the mic.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. First throw in OT for Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They run again with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. Over to Landry on the bubble screen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
At the Texans' 45-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
14.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
First down, Chargers.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to win it in overtime. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
4-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
56, right there, 56.
Watson now to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Jam. 49.
To the air yet again, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
On the deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Herbert forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter, and if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for it? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.